learning how to be still, to really be still and let life happen. That stillness becomes a radiance. I am going to stop calling you a white man, and I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man. The best way to guarantee a loss is to quit. One of the things you can always depend on. This is one of the truths of the universe, and you heard it first from here. Whatever we decide we want to do is what we do. I find it difficult to watch myself. I find it boring. Was I always going to be here? No, I was not. I was going to be homeless at one time, a taxi driver, truck driver, or any kind of job that would get me a crust of bread. You never know what's going to happen. But I can say that life is good to me, has been and is good. So I think my task is to be good to it. So how do you be good to life? You live it. There's no mystery to it, nothing more complicated than learning lines and putting on a costume. It's what I learned from the great actors that I work with. Stillness, that's all, and that's the hardest thing. As you grow in this business, you learn how to do more with less. Let me tell you about being executive producer. It is not a job, it's a title. Don't go around asking executive producers what they do because they don't do anything. All right. Life doesn't offer you promises whatsoever, so it's very easy to become whatever happened to. It's great to be wanted. I spent a few years not being wanted, and this is better. Most of the time it's the role, sometimes it's the story, and sometimes it's just the paycheck. It's the little movies that come out as stories, or the fact that I have work to go out. You know what I'm saying. You can only be out so long without work. You start getting antsy. People need to start to think about the messages that they send in the movies. I feel fine. I don't care who the director is. All you have to do is know what you're doing. All of us, everybody in the business. That's all you ask anyone. You know your job. I know mine. Let's go do it. I joined the Air Force. I took to it immediately when I arrived there. I did 3 years, 8 months, and 10 days in all. But it took me a year and a half to get disabused of my romantic notions about it. And that if you become a star, people are going to go to see you. If you remain an actor, they're going to go and see the story you're in. Still, it can be more effective to accomplish what you need to accomplish with the minimum effort. Watch Anthony Hopkins. He doesn't appear to be doing anything. You can't see him working, but you are drawn into his character through his very stillness. I don't know what my favorite film of mine is, but I think the most important film I was in was Glory. People hear that and say I'm being modest, but I am not a modest person. But I have to be truthful about what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is channeling. I always tell my kids, if you lay down People will step over you, but if you keep scrambling, if you keep going, someone will always give you a hand. Always. But you gotta keep dancing. You gotta keep your feet moving. Let me be the first to tell you, drinking alcohol is the worst thing to do in cold weather. Hot soup is the best because the process of digesting food helps to warm you up. If you live a life of make-believe, your life isn't worth anything until you do something that does challenge your reality. And to me, sailing the open ocean is a real challenge, because it's life or death. I do know there are a lot of people who seem to be in my corner, and that's, of course, wonderful. I'm really more interested in the nomination than in the award, because I think the nomination just puts you within a group of outstanding actors. I gravitate towards gravitas. When I was a teenager, I began to settle into school because I discovered the extracurricular activities that interested me, music and theater. I knew at an early age I wanted to act. Acting was always easy for me. I don't believe in predestination, but I do believe that once you get wherever it is you are going, that is where you are going to be. I'm not intimidated by lead roles. I'm better in them. I don't feel pressure. I feel released at times like that. That's what I'm born to do. Dr. Martin Luther King is not a black hero. He is an American hero. Not only do I have to live, right, I have to get some cash for my troubles. It's a scary thing, and people need to start to think about the messages that they send in the movies. If you're playing somebody who is not you, then you can imagine that you are that person. You can feel like he feels, move like he moves, look like he looks, in your own mind. Give me something interesting to play and I'm happy. Once you've gotten the job, there's nothing to it. If you're an actor, you're an actor. Doing it is not the hard part. The hard part is getting to do it. My approach to acting is that I am totally intuitive. I read the script and I get it. If I don't get it, I can't do it. Acting means living. It's all I do and all I'm good at. If I weren't getting paid well, I would still be acting in a small troupe somewhere. It's sort of well known that anytime any catastrophe happens anywhere in the world, they can count on the United States for help. Martin Luther King Jr. is remembered as our Prince of Peace, of civil rights. We owe him something major that will keep his memory alive. And finding the hat, I always like to find the hat, and then props just dress the set. It's all fabulous. All my life that I can, as far back as I can remember, I saw my first movie when I was 6 years old, and since then I wanted to do that. I wanted to be a part of that. People say it's a movie about boxing, but I don't agree at all. I don't think it's a movie about boxing. Boxing is like a platform. It's just a stage where this is played out,